Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I'd like to share with you my dive watch collection. So let's start off with the Casio MRW-200. So stainless steel, plastic, bidirectional bezel. Let me show it to you here. So I don't classify it as a dive watch, but some people do. This thing is valued around 30 bucks, maybe even 40. Great watch, but to me it's not a dive watch. It's 100 meters water resistant. Not a bad looking watch, 44 millimeter in diameter. I'm going to put this one on the market because I don't really care for it. So this one is a Tandoori. This has a lot of wrist time I should say. It's a 40 millimeter. I got this on eBay, $110 plus shipping, and a few dollars on the NATO straps. Pretty nice. Brush metal, PT 5000 movement, unidirectional bezel. It's pretty accurate. Like I said, a PT 5000 automatic movement, dome synthetic crystal, dome sapphire crystal, and it does have a ceramic insert. The only thing I don't like about this watch is the crown. The crown is small, is extremely difficult to work with. It actually hurts my finger when I try to adjust the time and wind it. It is an automatic though, so I do have to wear this a lot. I do actually wear this a lot because it's a good looking watch. Let me see here. There you go. It's for $110. It's pretty accurate and not cost certified or anything like that. Let's move on to the next watch. This one here came with a stainless steel bracelet, but it's kind of hard to adjust, so I just put on this this rubber strap. Let's talk a little bit about the dive watch and the straps, right? So it is pretty secure. However, on these dive watches, if you do take it in the ocean, the pin they keep this strap on does tend to rust pretty easy when you're in salt water. So I recommend you guys, if you do have a dive watch of any value, put it in some fresh water and kind of rinse out the salt water and then dry it out pretty good. But anyway, so this is a Daxo. It's a Chinese-made watch. Aluminum bezel here, unidirectional. You can hear it. Right, it is a copy of a Rolex Submariner. It's a Chinese watch, NH35 movement, 42 millimeter. Other than that, it's a pretty nice watch. But no, the accuracy is not the best on these things. Anyways, it's not again, it's not cost certified. It does have a screw down crown. The NH35 is an amazing movement, pretty inexpensive movement. It's got a good wind to it when you do it manually, and this particular watch has a pretty decent screw down crown. Polish, it's a polished stainless steel. It does stand out a little bit. I do like it. It doesn't have as much wrist time as this Tandoori. Alright, so let's go. I think I paid $140 for this because it had a stainless steel bracelet. It's a pretty nice bracelet, but just hard to work with. So for under $2,000, you can get this Hamilton Sub-Zero. BelowZero. It is a big watch, 50 millimeter across, unidirectional. Bezel here, screw down crown. It is, it's the odd thing. It came with a real thick, beautiful leather strap, but I got it wet, so kind of ruined it. So I put on this NATO strap that I purchased on Temu for a couple of dollars. I think it was $5 or $3 or whatever it is. Let's see, sapphire crystal. It is an extremely thick watch, helium escape. So the water resistant on this thing is 1,000. I want to say it is 1,000 meters. Yeah, 1,000 meters. So I'm not sure if anyone can get down that far, but nevertheless, it's a heavy watch. It's a big watch. It's a beautiful watch if you have a big wrist. It doesn't look too bad on my 6 3/4 wrist, but anyways, it's a heavy watch. This supposedly, it says diver. It doesn't say divers, so it's not a certified diver watch. It just looks like it. Same with this. This kind of like I've gone snorkeling with this in Gulf of Mexico, and It turned out nice. Both of these I've gone snorkeling with. So the next one here is an Orient M-Force. 45 millimeter across, sapphire crystal, unidirectional bezel. It came with a stainless steel strap, but I decided to put this rubber strap on, and the yellow kind of matched the yellow second hand there. I'm not sure what kind of movement this watch has. It's a pretty nice watch though. It does have the crown guard here, which makes it look a lot bigger. Not quite as heavy. It is heavy, not quite as heavy as this monster over here. But I think it did say sapphire crystal. Let me see. It is a certified dive watch. And you can see here it says diver somewhere in here. Maybe it's in the back. But anyways, it is a certified diver. I think it's around $250 for it. Right, I paid. All right, so, and to me, this is the best looking watch right here. Casio Duro. It's got that little swordfish there. Or is it a marlin? It does have a date. Little red tip there for second hands. Quartz watch. I love this watch. Snorkel with it a bunch of time down in Mexico. I want to say 44 millimeter across. Yeah, 44, 45, 50, 42, and 40. I like this size the best, but man, you can't beat this. This is just, for $54. The strap surprisingly is comfortable. This strap is not the best. It's not the most comfortable. This here is it's kind of a, if you're a serious diver, you need to get a long strap because it has to go over your wetsuit. This here makes your wrist sweaty. Not the best rubber strap there. Love this strap. I think this was like $3. This is my favorite strap. And this one, a lot of people like this. I went diving with a couple of folks down in, not diving, but snorkeling with a couple of folks down in the Gulf of Mexico. And Cozumel, matter of fact. And I seen a couple of people that kind of take people on tours, excursions. They were wearing this, except for they had a kind of like a rubber strap or some type of plastic strap. So with that, I hope this was helpful. Like I said, this is beautiful. Get a lot of looks at this. This here, it's okay. This is for serious divers. Too heavy for me, and you need a big wrist to wear this. I really like this watch. Sometimes it's just too big and bulky, but I guess you can use it in water. And this is the best all-around watch. Between this and this is my my two favorite here. I like this so much. It looks just like an old Blancpain. Anyways, so I buzzed through that pretty quick. I hope this was helpful. I do like the PT 5000 movement in this watch. And it's got a nice click on the bezel. I know you guys can hear it. Yeah. And this one, here's some click. Oh, that's pretty pronounced, right? This sounds plasticky. This is pretty cool, I think. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. I'm not sure why the M-Force doesn't get all the notoriety of the other Orients. This sounds pretty good. I like this one. But anyway, so I also modded this one here, and I didn't mod it. I just put a different band on it, modded. Anyway, this is pretty cool too. All right, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm out of here.